This is the exhibits specific rules. This year, again, is going to be a little bit different because it is a virtual only competition. According to the rules, exhibits maximum size is 40 inches wide by 30 inches deep by 6 feet high. This year, though, the students are allowed to create projects that are completely digital as well, instead of an actual physical exhibit. So you might get a project that is a digital version of the exhibit or a photographed version of the exhibit. Both are completely fine. You're going to get a PDF. I'm going to show you an example in just a second with the title page, the annotated bibliography, and the process paper, along with a PDF of a PowerPoint that's going to have 9 different sections of the exhibit all laid out for you. On the exhibit itself, they're only allowed 500 student-composed words. Factual credits don't count towards the 500-word limit. And quotes and primary source documents also do not count towards that 500-word limit. Only student-created words. They're allowed 3 minutes of media, but I'm working on trying to figure out how they can work that into a virtual project. This is what a virtual project is going to look like. This is an example here. So this one was called John Snow, Breaking Barriers for Modern Epidemiology. And ironic that that's the example. This is the process paper, and then here's the annotated bibliography. The order might be a little different. The order might be, they might put the projects first and then the other information below it. That's fine. This would be an overall picture. So this is the first thing that they need to include. They have the title here, overall picture of the project. And then they're going to go to the top left panel, which would be this area here. And then the top left panel. And then they're supposed to include the words that would be in the top left panel just to help you understand it a little bit better. Left center panel. So they're basically making a 3x3 box on there and giving the information in each one of those boxes. As for the 20% on the evaluation form, written materials, technical materials. So it should be neat, it should be organized. I encourage students not to clutter their projects too much. There should be some open space, but there shouldn't be so much open space that they could have included more information. It's kind of a balancing act. Written material and visuals that presents written materials that are appropriate to the topic and easily understood, provides clear and concise text that does not contain grammatical errors, provides visual sources that enhance the topic. And again, they should tie into the argument that's being trying to make that they're trying to make. It shouldn't just be a visual for the sake of having a visual to make it look pretty. Sometimes on exhibits, students will fall into the trap of trying to have models. That's perfectly fine, but it should add to the argument. It shouldn't be there just as visual flair. Technical materials need to be presented clearly. Like I said, organization is more important than pretty. Structures exhibits thorough segmentation and orientation, which means it needs to be cut well, it needs to be organized well. Selects font, formatting, and color that strongly enhance readability and are highly appropriate to the topic. I once had a project that I saw at a different school that was done in, it was a Nazi project done in pink glitter pen. That probably wouldn't be appropriate to the topic. But something like the Berlin Wall done in grays and steel silvers, that would be appropriate to the topic. Here's your rule compliance. Exhibit meets the diameters. Again, this year is virtual, so it's not going to be as clear how much physical space is taking. Less than 500 words. Visual and quotes are all credited. And media devices, if I figure out how to get them on there, are less than 2 minutes. And then process paper, annotated bibliography, and the number of words on the title page. None of these rules, remember, is disqualifying. So if they have 510 words, you can mark that down and let them know that it needs to be fixed. If the sources are not quoted, if they're not credited on the exhibit, again, not automatically disqualifying, but you should mark it down and let them know. A superior project should not be held back because of a few different words, a few extra words. If it is something that is giving them a clear advantage, say they have 800 words or something like that, then yes, you can knock them down a bit. But these are not automatically disqualifying.